Hello guys, it's me Papi, and today in this video as usual we will continue with our position spots, tips and tricks with Soldier 76. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a like and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Enjoy. Okay, starting with defense. You have to know that Soldier 76 is pretty decent pick on Eichenwalde, and I personally prefer to use him especially on defense, as you have a lot of opportunities to utilize high ground and maintain constant pressure on enemy in order to actually provide you with winning opportunity. So in general, as usual, most of the fights are happening here in the choke. The best position with Soldier is whenever you can get on high ground, it's a good position here. So I would say that first you can actually come here and wait in the last second when the gates are opening, then take a right click so you can actually take some wood charge and then retreat back with your team. So when they are pushing, just spam as much as possible. You're not supposed to stay there. If you stay there, they can actually push you, and if you don't know their composition, for example, they're running some kind of a dive with Farah Mercy, you might get instantly killed because of you standing on the bridge there. So I would say stay with your team, try to win the first fight, and if you think that you can actually stay on the bridge, then stay there and try to apply pressure. But in general, I would say that hug this corner here, DPS as much as possible. If they push, you can find some off angles here from this side, but keep in mind that they can easily push you. And if they are pushing you, just retreat and get here on the high ground. So you have two options for the high ground. One is from payload like this, or the other, the usual one around the stairs. It's up to you. So taking this high ground, you want to play here, hidden, and DPS as much as possible. You know, don't stay here on the open, as your whole body is visible and you might get killed. So stay here, DPS first the backline. Don't try to DPS the tanks. So in general, try to DPS the backline, try to apply pressure. For example, if Ana is standing there and healing, just right click, try to DPS so this Ana can actually go back and leave her reign without healing. So that's the crucial part here. So let's say that you are able to defend the whole point, or you're just losing the point. You would like to instantly regroup with your team and take high ground. That's crucial here. If you're not able to recontest the point and maintain pressure on the point, just try to get grouped up on this high ground. So you have to pay attention to several things. If, for example, they take the point and you are the first one standing here, which can actually check for flanks, and if somebody is already pushing, just check if somebody is pushing castle. If somebody is pushing castle, they will probably come from here, or they can go underneath, which is longer route, come from here, sneaky, and back over there. But pay attention to everybody. Details are important when you are playing Soldier. There are few positions here that you can use. First is this one. This is obvious and open one. The higher one, which usually you're hard to get contested and you can easily hide yourself, but still very punishable, as you might get sniped from Widowmaker from over there. And also you can stay on this side here. You can DPS here, 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 but you can easily get flanked from this side. So my best assumption here would be that you can stay here. So nobody can push you here, except if somebody is coming from bottom castle. So you standing here, you have vision, you can DPS from here, you have natural cover, you have mini, and that's actually the best spot for Soldier. If you are being pushed by Monkey, just go here, drop down, you can take the mini, and you can rotate over the castle or go back, and depending on your team you have few options and rotations. Okay, so what will happen during this whole team fight and whole team push is like this high ground control is very crucial for Eichenwalde. So whenever like the payload is standing over here and they are pushing and none of their DPS are already on the high ground, you can simply try to go like this, retake the high ground, check for flanks, checks for sneaky backstabs, you know, and try to DPS from here. Like you as a soldier 76 controlling this high ground always would mean that you win every single fight. And if you're not being contested, even let's say that the payload is over there, and even if they have Monkey and Diva, they'll need to use their resources to get closer to you, which you can instantly sprint and get away. And that would mean that they'll have to like they'll have to rethink their dive and go back to the point, but they'll have to wait additional 3 seconds to re-engage back on the point, and then you can again come back, DPS again, and make them come to you. Eventually, either they will die or your team will die, because if no DPS or no tanks are able to push you out from this spot, you're supposed to make some kills, you're supposed to make some pressure, which will allow your team to actually win this fight. So if you still lose this this is very crucial point for soldier 76, you are left with a little bit weird third point, I would say. So what you can do here is like DPSing behind your tanks as much as possible, and when the payload is here, just try to take this high ground. Like this high ground, it's the most important high ground for you as soldier 76. Don't forget always to clear these fences, as whenever you try to back up, if there are fences here and you don't jump above them, you might get stuck and killed. So with soldier 76, DPS from here as much as possible. You can hide like this, you know, hide, shoot, hide, and even if the payload is over here, you can still continue to DPS from here, which is also good. You have a defensive wise position here. If the payload is straightforward in front of you, you can DPS from here, natural cover, DPS, natural cover, mini here, re-engage again, plenty options. Okay, so let's guys go to the offensive side so I can show you how and what you need to do with soldier when you're attacking. So with soldier 76, when you're attacking, always pay attention to Pharas, as they tend to spam this door. You don't want to die, just wait a bit, then go out. You can do several things. First, go with your team, which I don't like. Second, which is better, go on this right side route and try to DPS from here whatever you see. So from here you don't have many options to DPS, but you're safe. Then you can drop down and DPS from here, mini, DPS, mini, whatever you need, until their tanks are actually backing on the point and protecting covers, you know. So your aggressions is crucial here. So from now on, there is no good spot for soldier, as like you're pretty much out in the open. So I would say that sticking on natural covers like this would allow you to protect yourself when you're being shot. And like this here, you know, you can DPS from here too, as taking the high ground over there, it's almost not possible, and it will take too much time, which is not necessary. I will not say even that this high ground is good, but you can experiment with whatever will they allow this or no. So there is not many opportunities in general with soldier on first point, but if you're able to cut it, so with soldier, it's pretty weird playing on lower ground, as you cannot right click, you know, and your DPS will be lower without right click. So what you need to do is like trying to push and pressure as much as possible the enemy tanks, and let your tanks push the payload as far as possible. The best case scenario is the payload getting here. So the payload getting here would mean that all of their DPS and lineup would stay on this high ground, which for your sake it's good to take this right side flank rotation and play from here. From here you can harass them, take their attention, and then go back, drop again, take mega, and roll back again on the high ground. You know, be annoying. So let's say that this high ground is clear. There is no doubt. You have to stand here as long as possible until you cap the point. Until you cap the point. You don't need to move from here. I know that they nerfed soldier with 30% on longer range, but still you have right click, you have spam, and in general you would be more deadly on this range rather than Kree. Kree before was pretty deadly on this range, but now he's kinda dogshit. But soldier is still fine. So even with attack visor from here, you can easily secure the point. Okay, so let's say that you cap this point. Now with soldier you have few options: standing here on this high ground, DPSing until your payload is on that corner. You can DPS also from here to there using your right click, and then when the payload is over there you can start DPSing from here, take this nature cover, which is very crucial, and contest if anybody is trying to stay on this high ground. So this is pretty much with the offensive part of Eichenwalde. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I'm not doing these videos recently. I was playing a little bit of WoW, so sorry about that, but I promise I'll be back on track so we can finish this series as soon as possible and we can continue with different character. I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. Which character do you want me to see in future? Providing some information, some tips and tricks and positions, and what you need to do in general so you can actually improve with that hero. I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. So yeah, keep me posted. Thanks again for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.